So, guys, you have to understand that whenever we do emergency hangers, they're only for very, very special occasions. And I think that okay, I may have to apologize, guys. I may have to apologize. So we have loads of Barca fans coming. So if you're a Barca fan, DM me. If you're a Barca fan, send me a DM, and I will give you this. So all the guys who DM'd me, I've sent you the link in Twitter if you want to join it. I said that Messi is going to be a huge loss. Messi is going to be a huge loss. Of course, he's going to be a huge loss. Of course, it's going to be difficult and so forth. Guys, I think Barca fans have to be very worried as to just what the hell could happen this season. Because these guys look bad. As in, if you're in a case where you are now relying on your defender, Araujo, to bail you out, before he even scored the goal, I think he was the only guy that actually managed like the best chance of the game with that incredible save by the Granada keeper. If you have a situation where PK is now your striker, bro, this is bad. And my thing is that if it's a case of where you now have to rely on freaking Ansu Fati, a child, and the Us to now save you, this, like, you see, because because I even wanted to tweet this out. We have to respect both Messi and Cristiano. See, this is when like Messi fanboys and Cristiano fanboys combine. Because we're seeing what's happening with Juventus right now. I am scared because Barca and Barca's squad I don't think is as bad as Juve's squad, which is aging. But from what I saw, the issue is Camp Nou is just like every other stadium. So guys like Granada, Elche can just who the heck is this guy? And you don't have Messi who can just create something out of nothing, pull a rabbit out of the hat. Koeman, talk to me, bro. I mean, how scared are you as to what could potentially? Because I don't want to say the R word. I don't want to say the R word, and I refuse to say the R word. The R word should not be used. But how scared are you with regards to what could happen? Because see this issue before you go. You can't sack Koeman because you have to pay him, and I don't think Barcelona actually have the body to sack this freaking dude. So they're stuck with it.
Yeah, no, like, oh my god, I don't even know where to start. This game is peak Koeman. I know my club is down bad, but I don't know if it can get any worse than this. I was watching the game and like the first half, it was dead. My internet went out, and I was grateful my internet went out. That shit was horrible. I come back, I'm watching the game. There's still one man down. PK comes in. I'm watching the game with my cousin, and he said PK is a striker. And I'm just laughing. I'm like, whatever. He's just joking. We need a goal. We're desperate. I'm actually watching the game, and I see Barcelona playing Luke de Jong and PK as their captains. I thought it was a joke. It was not a joke. It was horrible.
No, I mean, because you go from Ronaldo, Romario, Eto, David Villa, Clivet to PK and Luke de Jong. 2 feet trunks.
The worst part is that there was a chance where Luke de Jong had a point blank header and he missed that. And when I saw that, I literally jumped off my seat. I'm like, not only is Koeman a terrorist, but this is Koeman's guy. Like, this is the guy he asked for. No, my goodness.
Because do you know when Koeman says, I still believe like I'm the future of Barcelona and so forth?
He is not.
He's mocking it because he knows that you can't sack me. Because you know, oh, go ahead, sack me. And you have to pay me.
It's so
and
bad.
Like, we can't sack this freaking dude because we obviously don't have the money. Because trust me, let's just keep it real. If they could, they'd already sack him. So it's becomes a stage that if things get so bad, Laporte may have to just steal some money or rob a bank or something because once a manager like loses the dressing room and loses the way, you can't course correct. It's just like an endless cycle. It's a slippery slope. And the issue is that this way you have to now be very careful. Of course, because they went to the bench and you saw Ansu Fati on the bench, you saw the Us on the bench, you saw Pedro on the bench. The Us, bro, that guy lives in a hospital. But these guys are kids.
No,
these dudes are freaking kids.
No, of course, but like even like Araujo, like this guy, he just game after game after game, he's showing his value. Like I lost it as well when it was near the end when Araujo just turned into a right winger and he crossed the ball and PK almost got to the end of it.
No. But this just shows you how bad things have gotten because we already know what happened 3-0 against Bayern. you now have a situation where like PK is now PK is like Iniesta. He's a playmaker. So PK is like, yo, through ball, PK. He's now doing. PK is now a playmaker.
It's bad because like when we had Messi, like you can say okay, it's the goals, but it's just not the goals. It's the goals, the assists, the playmaking, the dribbling, and that's all lacking in the front. Like it's so bad. Like we'll never be able to replace Messi, and we shouldn't even think of him. But oh my god, like that was the worst I've ever seen from Barcelona. The worst.
So guys, anybody who wants to make any comments or thing whatsoever, feel free to send in any super chats, and I will get to the super chats as quickly as possible. So if anybody has anything to contribute to what the bloody hell is happening, send over those double super chats, and I'll read those straight away. Cool, bro. Because you DM me and say, bro, we need to talk. Because you DM me when it was 8-1 to Granada. How see? Because for me, I think we can't ignore the Messi narrative here, in a sense of we are now seeing what a carry job this dedicated. But I think because I was having a conversation with the guy on Twitter that's one of the best individual seasons I've seen of anyone was Messi in 2019. You know, and what he was doing, and now you're seeing how much Messi did. Because do you know what's so scary? This is what's scary. We're seeing what's happening with Juventus. But for Juventus and Cristiano, it was purely goals. This guy would just get you goals. The problem, what's scary is Messi was a playmaker, creator, and a goal scorer. So you're losing your playmaking, you're losing your creating, you're losing your passing, you're losing your goal scoring. And you've replaced it with what? Luke de Jong with 2 U's. Cool, talk to me, bro.
I have a lot of things to say, man. Okay, let's just first start with Koeman. Koeman. This guy has to go. Like this is like, bro, the Taliban today were watching the game. They must have been jealous, man. This was peak terrorist football. Peak terrorism on a whole new level, bro. I have never seen anything like this, bro, in my life. Bro, he brought on Luke de Jong, and then on top of that, he brought on PK to play as a striker. We had PK Araujo and we had PK Araujo and de Jong as strikers, bro. There was no tactics, bro. I had no idea, bro. The last time Granada had a 1 was against us in April. That was the last time Granada had a 1 in the same stadium too, and it's like I haven't like. Okay, let me first start with players.
This is the key that I want to get into. Is it Koeman or is it bad personnel? Because that's what I want to decide. Because is it a case of no, this is a bad manager? Valverde lives, and Ernesto Valverde lives, and I told you guys back that be careful what you wish for. Oh, Valverde is trash. He doesn't play the basketball and so forth. There's a basketball. I say, be careful because Valverde is doing the best he can with what he has at his disposal. But no, you wanted the Barca way, you wanted tiki-taka. Then since Etienne said what's up, and we all know what happened with 8-2. So is it that Koeman is trash? A better manager will do better, or what is it?
Nah, man, I'm on my knees. I need this Valverde back now, man. I'm sorry. Ernesto, por favor, come back to us, please. Come back.
No, relax.
Nah, bro. It's worse. It's worse.
You're saying that Valverde wouldn't do a better job with these players?
When Messi was injured under Valverde, we played just as bad football. Messi, that 19
as bad as this. Was as bad as this? Nah, bro. PK was not playing striker during that time, man. I swear.
Valverde got results, man.
Bro, yeah,
Messi peaked under Valverde. Messi peaked under Valverde.
That's true.
Okay, sure. Let me just hit this and I'll come back to you. So from your boy, Borussia Catalonia says, but we were missing our best attackers. Abdul, I think that's at you, bro. Abdul, that's at you, saying that you were missing your best attackers.
Yeah, to be fair, bro, I hope, like, it is so annoying because I know he's going to use this as an excuse. Koeman, he's going to use it as an excuse. But the problem with Koeman is, like, the reason why you asked us the question, is it bad management or is it just bad players? But even if our players aren't the best, we are still better than Granada.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
You said it perfectly, because for me, basically, you don't even have to say anything more. Cool, okay, the players aren't the best. If I'm comparing those Granada players to Memphis Depay, Frankie de Jong, and all these dudes and so forth, you should be beating these guys.
At home.
You should
At home.
have
Exactly.
a bunch of tactics to beat guys that man for man you're simply see. Once it's just went man for man, you're better than. It now comes to the manager to be like, okay, what plan do you have to say so? Because a team that have better players should beat that team, but not because they are the better players. It's because now you're not better players. Now the key thing is what is your management. So if you're not beating them, bro, it has to go to the manager. Your boy, Kulu, I want to come back to you, bro. So
Okay,
quickly,
yeah.
Nata says, can Aguero save these guys, or is it impossible?
No, we're done.
Aguero is still trying to find a way to enter inside a briefcase that can be transported to Paris, bro. So I don't think Aguero is saving this dude. And lastly, from Casey, thank you for the dub, Casey. I said last week the players play better with Spain. Coaching issue. Midfield can control the game, but he needs to play as a team. We have the money, 60 million next window. Better get a manager, who to bring, Araujo, the GOAT. The issue is, can you afford to sack Koeman? That's the very key thing. And my thing is that, look, of course the midfield can control the game because Frank de Jong, I still say, is one of the best midfielders in the world. I think that the guy is quality, man. But the issue, I think, and Abdul hit it, Koeman, you should be beating Granada at the crib with the players you had on display. You shouldn't be relying on, we don't have excuse me? Ansu Fati is a freaking child. So because you don't have Ansu Fati, you can't beat Granada? Come on, bro. Kule, sorry, back to you, bro.
Bro, okay, bro. Because the thing is, like, yeah, we're talking about we can't sack Koeman, but here's the thing, bro. Clip this. If we don't sack Koeman now, we're going to Europa, man. We're not making it past you. We're not making it past the group stages, man. We're going to Europa. Like, we're going to yeah, that's where we're going. That's our destination, bro.
So okay, but you see, I want to get into like a larger question because I asked the big questions.
Oh, and before that, let me get on this one thing, bro. Coutinho is the biggest fraud I've ever seen in my life, bro. Coutinho started this game, you know.
Oh, you don't know?
Bro,
I saw him.
Coutinho was hyped. Like, yeah, Coutinho 2021. Yeah, we got this, bro. Coutinho came in and did nothing. Nothing.
The guy just kept on running into defenders, tried to make passes.
This guy is so headless, bro. He's so headless. I have never seen a player who doesn't think 2 steps ahead, bro. Bro, this guy's like.
But that's why they call him Coutinho, because I said to Liverpool fans that Coutinho is he's very predictable in what he does.
Mm-hmm.
Now the difference between Coutinho and Robin is that Robin is predictable, but he's effective in how predictable he is. Coutinho is predictable, but he's not as consistently effective in what he does. So the guys like will get the ball and just drive forward. Will get the ball and just go forward. So if you're a smart defender, you pretty much know how to freaking dispossess this dude. But Kule, my thing though is, are we potentially seeing the stats something similar to AC Milan?
We are already seeing it, man. Like this is it. Like we're finished. Like we're over. Like this. Like we might as well just pack it up this season. Like we might as well just forfeit this entire season, bro. Because that's not even worth it anymore.
And
like if we keep this,
because I did a video. So sorry. Finish your point.
Like this Koeman, like this guy's lost it. Like when you saw PK come on for as a striker, you know it's over. Like bro, Riqui Puig played. if you know how bad Koeman hates Riqui Puig, then you know how desperate he was, bro. He was like,
and that's the worst thing. But my thing though is that because I did a video and I said that do Barca, and I think it's still up on my channel. I said, do Barca have a plan for when Messi leaves? Because I've always said that. So it went from Romario to Ronaldo, Ronaldo to Rivaldo, Rivaldo to Ronaldinho, then Ronaldinho to Messi. Then it's supposed to be from Messi to Neymar. Neymar wasn't going to wait for Messi to decline. He then moved to PSG. So the issue was that now it was through a technicality, but Barca in a very dangerous position because Barca have always had a superstar. For as long as I've been watching football since the days of Rivaldo and Kluivert, Barca have always had a superstar.
We have a superstar though. His name's Araujo.
No. Okay, a superstar attacker. A superstar attacker. Look, defenders. But look. Before I come to Abdul, let me just hit this man. Before I come to Abdul, Albert Cardenas, man. Thank you for the job, Albert Cardenas, man. HH, unrelated. But would you ever do some reaction vids to the Champions and Animated Football Series? We'd love to know what you think. Oh yeah, I've heard of them. I will. But I've not really watched any of them though. But wait, so are those like Champions League stuff or just football story?
Yeah.
It's BR
like,
football.
It's cartoons where like they
Yeah,
live in a
cartoon.
mansion, all the Champions League, and they kind of make fun of every single
Oh, I
club's
think
problems.
I see it on Bleach Report sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
BR football. Yeah, they make this.
Your boy Emin, who I know is a strong Barca fan, there is no way we should be playing this bad. Low man. Damn. Abdul, talk to me, bro. Abdul, talk to me.
You know, the issue for me is in regards to the whole manager thing. We can't afford to sack Koeman because he only has 8 months left on his contract. He's not on a long contract. His contract is up this summer. We can't afford to sack him. The problem is they're very hard to find a replacement. The big issue was he wasn't sacked in the summer. You know what I mean? They trusted him, and I don't see what they trust. It's because the reason why he stayed is because, to be fair, with all the circumstances that we were in 2020, he did have an all right season last season. He did have an all right season. And I don't want to be, it's so easy to be reactionary and over dramatic after a game like this because it was horrible. I even turned off my TV. It was horrible.
I watched till the end.
Respect. But I mean, I'm not worrying. I'm not so worried about whether we can get top 4 because luckily we are playing in a league where, I'm just going to be honest, the quality isn't that high anymore. Like Sevilla dropped points this weekend.
Abdul, don't tempt fate.
No. I'm not
fine.
that worried about it. Like
okay.
you were like mentioning the R word, you know? Like
no. That's Arsenal. Barca are too good to relegate. Like they're too like I'm just saying that for like. But my thing though is top 4. I think is going to be something that's you're gonna have to fight for top 4. I believe it's not going to be you're going to be given because see, I mean, what you're missing is I came to say that this team didn't have any preparation without Messi because Messi was a blessing and a curse.
Yeah.
Messi was a blessing because it's freaking Messi. He's top 3 best players that we've ever seen.
You know what?
But he was a curse because you were like, you took. I said this for years. Go check it. I said it for years. Barcelona take this guy for granted.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, Messi will bail us out. No, we don't need to get a defender, a midfielder. We don't really build it. No, Messi will just bail us out. It's fine. Oh, Messi will find a way.
It's not just about that. The problem with Messi is the reason why it was a curse in disguise is he occupied so many different roles in the team. He wasn't just an attacker. He wasn't just a central midfielder linking up the play. He was also our main and maybe even only creative outlet.
Yeah.
So him leaving, unlike Madrid, Ronaldo leaving Madrid, they lacked a goal scorer.
That's it.
Messi leaving Barca, we lack a goal scorer. We lack a creative player.
A midfielder, a guy who can carry the ball, a guy who can now penetrate from deep in mid. Because basically, you're missing a central midfielder, an attacking midfielder, a number 10, and a striker. So he did like 4 roles.
And a right winger as well.
There's a stat going around that we put in 54 crosses today. I have never seen Barcelona play cross and inshallah football. Never in my life. Like this manager, I see no good tactics. No good tactics. And you know, I don't want to be dramatic. I don't want to be over.
No, but Abdul, let me ask you this. But my thing though is, this is a Barca guy. This is a guy who played under Pep in the 90s. So surely
not under Pep, not under.
Sorry, he played with Pep he played with Pep in the night. Sorry, he played under Cruyff.
Yeah,
he played under Cruyff. So he's played under Cruyff. He's Dutch. Surely he should know what the Barca way is.
But he's not playing the Barca way. You can know it, but if you don't play it, that's the problem. And I just feel like, I mean, there's so much wrong with him. Like, every player that leaves the club talks poorly about him. Like, Pjanic absolutely slated him when he left this summer. Like, saying this guy, he begrudges me. And I just hate that he's so filled with excuses, man. How much are you going to bet? Like, I haven't seen his post-match interview. It's going to be something with, we're playing young players. We have injuries. And it's just annoying because, you know, when Klopp first took over Liverpool, you know, yeah, they weren't getting good results. They lost the Europa League final. But you could see what Klopp was trying to do. You know what I mean? He had a philosophy, he had a play style.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what Koeman is trying to do. Like, I don't know what his tactics are, and we've had him for over a year now. We had a full season with him, and I still can't tell you what he's trying to do. Are we just a crossing team now?
No. I'll level with you, man. It was sad watching Barcelona because I was like, look, there were times when, see, here's the thing though. There were times when they were trying to play through the middle and so forth. But because the players just don't have the ability to, and because you have guys like Coutinho who every time he's trying to play the middle, he doesn't have the ability or the intelligence or the skill sets of a Messi, an Iniesta, a Xavi, or a Fabregas or so forth. Guys are like, okay, it's not working through the middle, cross it, inshallah. Cross it, inshallah. So let me just take some of these dubs and I want to hear from other guys as well. So from Boy Casey, man, thank you for the dub. So Casey says, we can sack Koeman. Money is not an issue. But I ask, who do we get? Definitely not Xavi. Xavi would be a horrible decision. That would be the dumbest thing for Barcelona to do, is to get Xavi, and is to be like a Disney Plus special, get Xavi. Gallardo, best option. Revived River Plate, I think, won multiple Copa Libertadores. So let's just say that Koeman can't be sacked. Do you roll with a Gallardo? Do you try and get Ten Hag?
Can I say something?
Can I get in that one?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, go for
All
it.
right. So I think out of the options, Marcelo Gallardo is definitely the best option. His contract finishes in December. So you can have an interim manager for the time being, or just, I guess, stick with Koeman till December and in January roll with Gallardo. Gallardo is a brilliant manager, and he can be very controlling. But at this point, you need someone with that personality, and he's by far the best.
So you believe that if he came in with these players and so forth,
he'll make the move. He'll make the move. I've watched River. I don't even like River play. I'm more of a Boca guy. But watching River play, they play some great football, like really good football. And he does it with whatever players. Like, even he brings players and just transform them. And I'm surprised some of these guys that he's trained haven't gone abroad, because they're very good. And the one game I was very surprised was the Copa Libertadores final when they played in Madrid, and the way River Plate played football, like, that is the type of manager, when someone with personality, somebody who installs like hunger in the players, and players he has, he will definitely make the move. And I would be 100% behind Gallardo's decision. He is a proven winner, and he's the best option as well.
Let me take some others, and then we'll expand on that soon. So RDZ17 says, I don't feel like enough attention is on how Liverpool did their heist on Barcelona for Coutinho. I said this some time ago that I feel that Barcelona should Barcelona should prosecute Liverpool. That, in my opinion, is one of the greatest heists in history. One of the greatest heists in history is what Liverpool did. The fact that these guys finessed Barcelona for Coutinho is incredible. David Cote says, quick question. Greater player, Salah or Hazard? Hazard is a better player. Salah is greater. Hazard is still better, though. But yeah, Salah is greater, unfortunately. From 7625 says, Allegri will be sacked before Koeman does. Banter Barca.
I don't know about that.
No.
I don't know about that.
No. Like, for me, I feel that Juve will struggle, but Juve know what situation that they're in. So even if Juve are, let's say, mid-table, so forth, they're not like, look, bro, they got Allegri to save them. And Allegri already has really good credits with Juventus. Koeman has no credits with Barcelona whatsoever. Zero credits. So 1,000%, Koeman is going to get sacked before Allegri. Real Girl says, was Milito a one-season mention? Ranking for me. Yes, he was. He was a one-season mention. All it was 2010. Although he should have played in the World Cup. Casey says, look at River. There were more dead before him. Okay, look. If Gallardo has a history of actually reviving teams and so forth, then I think the guy should be got. David Coase said that when it's all said and done, Haaland over Ibra. Ibra is one of the most overrated players of all time. So that's super simple. RDZ17, thank you for the dub. The minute Gotoit touched that jersey, you guys should have known that Barcelona was done. That was an emergency signing, though. That was an emergency signing, though. So it's not as if like they had to. It was an emergency signing. But my thing though is, we crack jokes about go Twitter and ghosts and everything. That I think is an indictment of where Barca are. That you know who's won this shirt, like Clivett, Romario, and so forth. Z-Man, talk to me, man. What's happening, bro? Z-Man, talk to me.
Listen, man. This is what can I say about my club, man? It just gets harder to defend these guys, man. It's an absolute joke, man. Listen, Koeman. I've done extensive research on Koeman before he came into Barcelona. And I found out that majority of the clubs that he did manage, whether it's PSV Eindhoven, whether it's Ajax, whether it's Everton, Southampton, they've all had the same problem with him, which is his man management, his ability to utilize the players he has. That's always been his biggest weakness. And every single time the locker room is divided, but it's never because some players, are inspired by him or they think he's a great player. It's some players would rather keep their insults in while other players would rather go to the media and express it. And if you have a track record of doing that, what makes you think that you can, harmonize and bring the locker room together and build a project? And for me, listen, Koeman has been a joke. And here's the thing. You want to know the truth? Koeman hasn't really developed any player. Aside from, you could maybe argue De Jong. But aside from that, he hasn't really developed any player. Pedri has declined. He's declined him to a workhorse. You look at the squad you have, and he hasn't really improved anyone. And this is, the scary part is, majority of our players are under 23. So they need a manager that can develop them. They need someone that can guide them. Someone that will improve their game. And I don't feel like Koeman is that guy. And then you just look at it from a tactical standpoint. You bring in PK for a striker option? That's ridiculous, man. You bring in PK for a striker. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing tactics. And the fact that, Araujo was our best attacker throughout 90 minutes, which tells me, what do you do in halftime? That's always been my question. This guy, every single time there's a halftime, it feels like the team doesn't change. They carry on with their style of play, which tells me you're not really speaking to them. You're not a good communicator.
No, because this is what I said, and this is what I always say in football, this is like football 101. Once the manager loses the dressing room, he doesn't get it back. It's happened with Benitez and Real Madrid, and they knew that, look, boom, like your job is untenable. So my belief, because things are, once the players aren't with you anymore, mentally, psychologically, once they're not with you anymore, and they're just going through the motions, you have to sack the manager. You have to. No, I believe that maybe he's lost it. And once that happens, there's nothing more that you can do as a manager. Bro, you have to. You have to leave because people are just saying it in the live chat now. Benfica is coming.
Yo, HH.
Benfica is coming.
That's exactly the problem. I mean, I don't even think Koeman is like top 10 in terms of like managers in La Liga, if I'm being honest. I look at managers like Jose Borrellas, who's doing really well with Valencia, who's working with youngsters, who actually has a system, and you can see what they're doing. You can see what they're doing when they're developing players, and you could see their style of play. With this guy, it felt like we had no rhythm. There was no game plan. The same thing with Bayern Munich. There was no real game plan. It was his tactics go as far as a starting formation. That's as far as it goes at times. And it feels like there's no plan behind it. And I just feel like, it's time for him to go.
So because this is what people say, because I think it was even Casey was in the point of, no Ansu Fati, no Dembele. So let's just say everyone is fit. Ansu Fati, Dembele, everyone is there. Does Koeman do better when you now have all of you attacking weapons with you?
No. You see, that's my problem. With the team you have right now, you should be able to defeat Granada. Tell me why you're losing to Granada. What's the point? Tell me. Do you really need Ansu Fati for you to perform? And here's the thing. It's one thing to lose a game. It's another thing to get tactically outclassed in every single department, whether it's defense, midfield, your setup, your formation. If you get outclassed in all those different departments, how can you say that it was only attack? It was only because you were missing players. It can't come down to that. There's so many problems that you don't have a straightforward tactic. You keep changing it week in, week out. You keep changing formation styles of play. It's not because he's adapting to the team. It's because his other style got found out in the last game, in the previous game. That's always been his biggest problem. So for me, if you're relying on Ansu Fati and Dembele coming back, when you haven't clearly shown that you have a structure, that you're trying to grow the team to play a certain style, I don't understand why you should have that job, to be honest with you.
So, okay, so if Koeman is still in the job, how worried are you for this season?
This season, it could get blood, man.
Top 6.
Okay, wait, Matt, I'm gonna come to this. Let me just read some dozen and I'll come to you, Matt B. So Trudon says Koeman out, Big Sam in. Trudon, relax. Trudon, relax.
Well, relax.
Just relax.
Chill,
Just chill.
nah, chill, man.
From
Does he know Spanish?
From your boy Nemo Usman, man. Thank you, bro. I'm a man from Nigeria, man. Thank you, Mr. Nemo Usman. So Usman says Koeman needs a brain check. You're 1 goal down and you bring on PK for Demir. And PS, Coutinho is useless. Araujo tier 2. Oh no, I like Araujo. I think for me, Araujo, I'm definitely going to put him into tier 2. Very beyond the goal. For me, I think with defenders is that I don't look at what to do goal scoring wise. First, he's a very good defender. Oh, and also he can score. But if not for Araujo, that is 6 or 7.
Oh, can I praise Araujo?
Let me just quick, and then I'll come to real quick. So, let's just see. Let me research. The Messi go to it. So, Casey, who says, what is that? So, Bash A says, I thank you for the dog, Bash A. Bash A says, Messi's looking like Washington Wizards, Jordan. Easy, Bash A. Relax. It's 2.5 games. It's 2.5 games. So, before I come to Matt B, so, Zima, you wanted to praise Araujo.
Yeah. I just wanted to say, man, it's not only the fact of his style of play and him having the mentality compared to other players on the field, and him wanting, he just his mentality alone makes him elite. Like this guy, the thing about Araujo is, if you look back into his history, I believe he was like a second division striker in Uruguay. And then to come to Barcelona and totally change. I also want to give credit to Pimienta for transforming him in his style of play, because he wasn't really that great on the ball and he's actually improved. So that shows you that this guy really wants to be a top class defender. And it's something that we don't have, in modern defenders that love to defend. That's a scarcity in the market. So I want to give him credit for that. I think he's an amazing defender.
Matt B, talk to me.
All right. Yo, HH, I've been watching your channel for a long time. And
I've been seeing you on Twitter and you ask your questions, so I've known you for a long time. Thank you for the support, bro. Thank you, bro.
So, like back when Valverde was still manager, I remember watching your hangouts and everyone abused him. And I completely disagreed.
Everyone.
No. I'm not having this. I'm not
even
having
Juju,
this.
even Juju called him trash, dude.
Everybody.
Messi carry job, man.
No, is it?
Abdul, get out of here, bro. Abdul, okay, no. Let me quick. Okay, Matt. Let me ask you, Matt. If Valverde was still manager, do Barca lose 8-2? Because see, people say, "Oh, what about 4-0?" No, it wasn't 4-0. It was 4-3. Let's get it right. Against Liverpool, the score was 4-3. That was the score. Under Valverde, do they lose 8-2 in a single game over 90 minutes? No. Because Valverde is just a better manager. Setien was from the road. Matt B, continue, please.
Yeah, man, I would, honestly, I would take Valverde back right now. And then I'd have him work with these younger players. I feel like that would work better.
So do you think, so what is the biggest, so do you think the issue begins and ends with Koeman, or is it that Messi left, there was no replacement for Messi, so anybody was always going to have an issue coming in here?
I mean, yeah, it's a combo of both, but I think what we need right now is just someone to ground results. That's all we need right now. And then maybe in the next 2 years, we can buy the next superstar. Like Holland, maybe, but that's only a dream.
I mean, look. I
wait,
mean, based on how Barca was, it's going to be a tall order, man.
One thing. Can
Yeah.
we, as a fan base, forget about Erling Haaland? We need Matthias de Ligt more than anything right
Oh,
now.
thank you for mentioning
Forget
that.
Haaland.
We
Forget
we
Haaland.
need we need defenders. That's the first and foremost. Let's not worry about attacking. Let's worry about our back line first and foremost, because we need better fullbacks. We need options.
And the proof of this is Liverpool, which is like that's why I'm so happy with what Van Dijk did and what he was, because what it showed is that every single position in football matters, and a really good defender can transform your entire team. Like Barca are always going to create chances and so forth. But if you just keep on, because especially in the chances, if you just keep on conceding goals and so forth, it puts too much pressure on your attackers, specifically when you don't have Messi. Because if, let's say, you keep a clean sheet, just get a goal and we're good. But if you're conceding like 3 goals without Messi, can you score 2-3 goals at the end?
You know who's more important than the defenders?
Who?
The manager. Look what your manager have done with what was considered average defenders. Look what he's done. Rudiger, I remember.
But Abdul, you can have it both ways. Abdul, you can have it both ways, because yes, a manager can create a system that can make average defenders good, but a really good defender, even if the manager is bogus, can still make interceptions, read games, and tackles that can save you from heartache. But it's true. A manager is key. Before I come to, let me just read this. Your boy Yassir Said, who says, I just tuned in. I hope people are not overreacting. Barcelona today are who they are. People need to be patient. Yassir Said, worry about Cristiano and so forth. Yes, Said, I don't think Barca fans need your pleasing and everything. Worry about it.
Why would I listen from two of you guys?
Yes, okay. Thank you very much, and I apologize for all the times I bantered Manchester United for being in the Europa League, because it might have backfired.
Okay, wait.
That's where we're going, man.
Suleiman, talk to me.
So I might be wrong about this, and I haven't checked transfer market, but was Van Dijk and Alisson bought with the Coutinho money that they received? Because
I believe there's
Fabinho, that would be the biggest L of like the entire.
You didn't have to say it. That's another L for us, man.
I know, man.
Don't worry, I got you guys. Relax.
We already got a million L's, man.
Let me hit it. This is in dedication to Barcelona Football Club. Guys, I believe. No, guys, no. Let's talk Coutinho. Coutinho was sold to you guys by Liverpool. Liverpool used that money, and yes, they used it to get Van Dijk and Alisson.
Liverpool was a half of that CL, by the way.
They used the money to get Alisson and freaking Van Dijk. And also, who was the guy that scored 2 goals and made an assist in that 8-2? Liverpool may be Barca's worst nightmare, because it's not only the nightmare at Anfield, but it's this freaking Coutinho deal.
But they gave us Suarez, though.
He missed a 1v1.
Suleiman, please talk, man. Suleiman, talk.
I mean, I think you need to find a balance between being objective, but I'm not being like. Is it fair to say we're reactionary? Like, how can you keep taking L's after L's? I mean, obviously we didn't lose today, but when you go from Roma,
today was a loss. Today was a loss. Yeah, I agree. But when you go from like 3-0 to Roma, when you go to Liverpool, when you go to Bayern, when you look at Barcelona throughout, like since 2019, it's been hard watching Barcelona. Like, what's the identity of this team? Is it like attacking? Is it possession based? Is it tiki taka? Is it defending? What is this team? I can't answer that. Anybody else?
No. But see, so the situation they're in is, when you lose someone like a Messi and you don't have a replacement, not a guy that's as good as Messi, but a superstar, whether it's Mbappe, whether it's Haaland, whether it's Neymar or so forth, you best have a very good manager who can be like, all right, these are the players I have at my disposal. And I don't know whether it was Zeman or someone who said, now is that time to just grind out results. Grind out results until which is why every space, all roads lead back to Ernesto Valverde. Barcelona they don't have the luxury to not play the Barca way. Hence why I was saying that be careful what you wish for in sacking Valverde and getting a fruit seller to come in because he understands the Barca way.
Do you know
Wait,
what's hilarious?
Wait, sorry, Suleiman.
So this is kind of off topic, but when Setien was first appointed, Barcelona fans were so happy. They were like, "Oh shit, we're gonna get the Barcelona DNA back. We're gonna do this, do that." Valverde's gone, thank God. Bro, he conceded 8 goals in a Champions League quarterfinal. And the thing is, going into the season, my expectations weren't high, and I'm guessing for all Barcelona fans, it wasn't high. But when you have like a home crowd at the Camp Nou, I mean, you're expecting a result against Granada. You're expecting all 3 points. So I didn't think it was going to be this bad. As for
Shout out to Sergio.
Oh, shut up, man.
Shout out to you, bro.
It was a lie. Sergio, like we can don't give him the credits, man.
I'll be honest.
Talk over him.
If we get top 4 and we make it out of the group stage and like maybe around the 16 quarter, I'm happy because
God, the standards.
What are you expecting from this team? Like when you watch them play, bro. Like
we're watching tree trunks out there, man.
So before I come to Barry, because I want to make sure that everyone has a chance to speak. So Albert Cardenia says, should Chelsea resign Oscar for a competitive run? F no. Hell no. No freaking chance. I would want Griezmann. Freaking Oscar. Are you mad? No, Albert, no. Hell no. Edwino P2626, thank you for the dub. Barca is the Spanish Arsenal. Relax. No.
Oh no.
Arsenal is different. See, Arsenal Arsenal don't have a guy who's considered one of the best young talents in the world in Ansu Fati. And Arsenal don't have what I think is a very good defender in Araujo. They don't have any Frank Denko, I think is a top 5 midfielder. So Arsenal doesn't have any world-class players in their team. So no, relax, no.
Let's not talking about Brentford side chicks. They're irrelevant. They're side chicks. Yeah, they're not even in Europe. They're relevant.
Antonio, relax. Don't talk too slick. Don't talk because remember,
I'm talking about Arsenal though.
What are Arsenal fans gonna say, bro?
Antonio, December 8th.
Bro, we're not going to the Allianz, bro. We're not.
December 8th. December 8th, we're gonna have a meal. December 8th, we're gonna have a meal.
We're gonna call it sick, bro.
Easy. So your boy Casey says, Casey, thank you for the dub. Casey says, Ernie, excellent with youth. Look at him at Athletic Bilbao. Bro, look, Valverde was good. Like I told you, like, beggars can't be choosers. I kept saying when Valverde was there, Javi in there, Iniesta in there. Valverde was like, this is who I have. I am here to win, and I'm going to win. So I can't be like, oh, you have to win the basketball. No, I'm just going to win and do the best with the dudes that I have. And people put that whole thing with Liverpool on Valverde. Bro, what about Coutinho? What about the other guys? What about Alba crying at halftime? Come on, bro. Your boy Hassan. Hassan says, a dude called Arousal is Barca's best centre-back. Shake my head. No, Hassan.
No, actually put some respect on this guy, man.
No. He might be Barca's best attacker. Not the best centre, but Barca's best attacker. But he's good. He might be the best attacker.
He was actually a striker in the
Yeah, he was when he was younger. Second division.
Yeah. Okay. So and Yasser's side said, question. When was the last time Barcelona had a world-class backline?
That was
2015.
Yeah, 2015. I would say the 2015.
What the hell?
I mean,
pretty good.
Wait, consistent. 2015 was consistent.
Yeah,
that wasn't world
it was
class.
Mascherano, PK.
It was decent.
Mascherano is not the world class. To relax.
That was actually a good back line.
2009.
He blocked
They were
Robin, so
consistent.
counts
Yeah.
as something.
They were actually great.
2009 was better with Puyol, Marquez, Abidal, and Daniel.
You see, that's what they
No.
remember.
But you said last time. You didn't say
but did
best.
Marquez play with Puyol? So Marquez played with Puyol.
Yes.
Yeah.
For me, I'm thinking 2015 wasn't a world class.
No,
It was just consistent.
It was just a good defense. That's when Marquez, because Marquez was so when Marquez was with the Puyol. All right, now we can. That's like a world class.
MSN Barca is probably the only example of offense actually wins trophies because that defense wasn't as great.
It was, and also I would even argue, no, 20. I remember, like, before I come to Barry, because me and my friend, we went to watch we watched the 2011 UCL final in like a bar, and everybody was saying before the game that, man, they've got Mascherano in defense, man, what are they going to do? How can United expose what's like a very leaky defense? And then after the game was like, they didn't even have a chance to expose it because Barca just kept the ball. So Barca just kept the ball, so they didn't even allow them to even test the defense. Barry, talk to me, man.
First of all, I appreciate you sending the link. Thank you. Also, we didn't deserve to get a point. I thought that we should have lost. We deserve to lose. I just want to praise
It was a
Araujo.
loss, man. It was a loss.
Yeah, it feels like a loss.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I want to praise Araujo. He's been one of the most consistent players at the club since his arrival. So I want to give him some props. And Koeman. Why did I saw Peak at striker? Like, what the hell? That looks like a fucking PES simulation. Like, what was going on? And then he put Ricky. First of all, you never play Ricky. You hate him. What is he gonna do on the pitch? He has no confidence whatsoever. And I'm like, bro, damn. I can't even speak properly.
It's like we're in a funeral, man.
I agree. Yeah, man.
No, but because I think what is just so sad is, I just think that, like, look, nobody stays on top forever. You always have peaks and troughs and everything. But my thing is, you're now seeing what Messi had to deal with. So that's why when people start saying, "Oh, Messi's fish, Messi, blah blah," after 2.5 games and so forth, you're seeing. See, that's what I said. Like, this is when Messi fans and Cristiano fans can you just come together for this? And come together for the fact of, like, Juve are going to suffer. Juve are 18th currently in Serie A. Barcelona, these guys look completely lost.
You have hope.
You said.
Doesn't this prove that 2019 was Messi's, you said, best ever season?
Yes.
100%.
Like,
people nowadays are still saying Van Dijk was robbed. Like, no disrespect to Van Dijk. I love him, but...
No. You see, Matt, it's the same thing. That's because I'm trying to argue with some brain dead Chelsea fans who are trying to explain that, oh, Jorginho deserves the award. I said, you freaking moron. All because Jorginho was part of teams that won the Euros and UCL doesn't mean that he was the best individual performer for that year. Van Dijk was amazing. Messi 2019 might be his best year. In terms of performance, and how much he carried a team and what he did as a single individual with no help. That's his best performance season. And now I was seeing the effects. Barry, sorry. Back to you, Barry.
Oh, no, I was finished. You can move on.
Barry, I want to ask Barry a question.
What are you saying?
Yeah. No, I'm just confused as to why you think we deserve to lose that game.
You see, it's kind of hard to explain because Koeman, like,
I know we didn't play, because the problem I think people have is, for me as well, we didn't play to what we expect of the team. You know, we didn't play to our standards, but we were by far and away the best team on the pitch. We just couldn't get the goalkeeper turned into prime Neuer. Even HH, you know, he said, what a save of the season. So I wouldn't say we didn't deserve anything. I think the way you mean it is, we just played so below what we expect of the team. You know what I mean?
Abdul, can I kind of argue that real quick?
Yeah.
It's fucking Granada, bro. Like, it's Granada.
You
should just blow him out the water.
That was.
No, I mean
to win.
When you look at how Barca, how many good clear-cut chances did they really create in that game?
Ooh.
Because if I say they were cutting up Granada and they were creating chances of hitting the bar, keeper was making saves last stage chances.
We did hit the bar
once. I'm not talking about consistent pressure. Like consistent pressure.
Just don't be too dramatic. Like, it's not we deserve. Like
no.
That could easily have been a win, and the whole perspective would be different.
True.
But the matter of fact is, we played way below what we expect of this team, because there are still good players in this team, and that's the problem. That's why, for me, we haven't had a good manager in so long, man. We need a good manager, man.
Hold up. Wait. Bricktad, are you a Barca fan?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, are you a Barca fan?
Yes.
Okay, have your say.
So this is the notes I wrote in my notebook, right? The stuff that I seen was bad.
Oh,
So
you brought
Koeman
notes.
tactics. Yep. So Koeman
Oh, let's
tactics,
go.
right? Koeman tactics, right? We don't have the type of players for a system, let alone. I don't think he has any tactics, right? Because because the players that he wants is physical players, right? We don't have that. So scratch that out aside for his tactics. And here's my second point here: excuses. Makes too many excuses. I don't want to hear them excuses. Third note: Koeman being still the manager might not lead us to Champions League football. I really do think that. Fourth point: I trust the young players, but the wrong manager is in the wheel. For me, the ideal managers that I would want is Ten Hag. Ten Hag from Ajax. Xavi, you can say all you want with Xavi, but I'm gonna get to that point. Why? Favre, I think he's doing a Favre. I think he was managing Dortmund, right? I think a few years ago. I thought he was good.
Trash. He's trash. He's trash. Yeah.
You mean Fabre?
Yeah.
I think so. The players that we need, of course, yeah, we need to buy players, right? You know, more players for these kids to grow more, right? But what we need is we need to buy more temporary players. Like, for example, we need to buy a center back, a striker, a left back. And yeah, that's really it. But, oh, yeah, here's my other notes, too.
God.
I'm speaking facts. I'm speaking facts over here.
Yeah. Like,
we're listening, man. We're listening. Don't worry, we're here.
Maybe it's a 1-1 Ten Hag, right? Because, you know, he went to a semifinal with young players, right? I want a manager like that. A manager that could develop young players, like bring the best out of them. That's the manager we really need. A type of manager like that.
So okay, so you believe that if Ten Hag came, he'd be able to turn this team around? Ten Hag.
The young players that we have are not terrible. I watched these kids from Barca B throughout like a year ago. These kids are real good, but we just need a manager that could develop these young players like Ten Hag. Did you really think Ten Hag during that Ajax team was gonna go far? No, you didn't. So we don't know. What we could have done with this squad. And for example, and for Xavi, right? I can make an argument with Xavi, right? You can say all that, like, oh, he doesn't have experience, all that, but you don't know what the outcome will be like. You don't know. So until
I'm saying that if you bring Xavi to a situation like this, which isn't what Pep was, you are putting one of your greatest players ever in a very bad position as a manager.
I will ask him to be here next season, but right now we need a short-term manager at this moment, like a Pimienta at least. But you know, for Barca fans, right? The Barca error made the fan base mindset so weak. You know what the Barca error did to us? It made us think so small. You know what I'm saying? It made our mentality so weak, thinking that we're like an Arsenal. We're not Arsenal. Right now it's a process right now. But people saying that we're gonna be like Arsenal, all that. No, we won't be like. I can firmly tell you that right now. We won't be like. I don't know what. I mean, look, dude. You don't know what will happen next season. Will be better. Will be ideal, and we will have at least some funds to pay for some players to come to the squad.
All right.
But I do trust the players, man. I really.
What's it called? Antonio. Tony Beamer. Talk to me, bro.
This is just like, this game was so bad. Like, this was so bad. Like, this.
Why'd you use this AVI, man? Come on, man. You have to. Come on, man. You have to lift people's spirits. I mean, this is half football hope, man. Where's the hope?
Stop with the.
Where's the hope? Where's the hope?
Why do I need hope when I have Luke De Jong and Piqué playing up top?
Okay, Antonio. I need to ask you a question, Antonio. Like,
God,
what was the logic in buying a Dutch tree trunk called Luke De Jong with 2 U's?
Listen, this is what I'll say. I was when like the whole transfer deadline day went down, I was happy that we got Griezmann off, but I was so disappointed that the replacement was gonna be Luke De Jong, or I guess maybe not a replacement, but what was even the point of getting him? He is so crap, and then not just that. Like, what does he provide? He literally does nothing. He's supposed to do headers.
Do you know what Koeman said? He said, when a ball is crossed in, Luke De Jong is better than Neymar.
I literally missed My
need
guy
to
was
put-
brought in to make headers, and he
No, no,
missed a
No,
header
no,
today.
no, but do you know?
Point blank.
No, do you know what that's? See, if you're getting Luke De Jong, you see, Luke De Jong isn't when they got Ibrahimovic. I still feel that's one of the worst deals of all time was swapping Eto for Ibrahimovic.
Yeah.
But Ibrahimovic,
Yeah.
we know that the guy doesn't play like a normal tall player. He's extremely skillful. Luke De Jong, that's a target man from the 1800s.
Literally.
That's a target man from the medieval times. Okay, that's a target man from when apes and cavemen used to say, "Well, what's up?" Like, he doesn't know how to do anything with this. So you getting Luke De Jong is crossing, inshallah.
He
That
doesn't
literally is
do
crossing, inshallah.
anything. He doesn't do anything. And then the crossing, we're crossing to this guy. His headers are crap. And like I said earlier, and we've all talked about it, how you miss a point blank header and you're supposed to score headers. Oh my God. Sevilla are probably like happy that I guess we're loaning him or whatever. And
So,
I just want to say the first half was so
Hmm.
bad. The first half was so bad by Barca. When I saw the goal going, I'm like, are you kidding me? This has to be a joke.
So I mean, is it the players are not good enough, or Koeman? What you're not really using the right tactics to best utilize the kind of dudes that you have.
Well, I don't think we have a good squad. Okay, that's just the truth. We argue about this all day if you disagree, but I'm sorry, we just don't have a good enough squad. However, I don't think it's a worse. I don't think we should be drawing with Granada, or sorry, being outplayed in the Camp Nou by Granada. At least in the first half. The second half it was a little different, but
HH.
I
Wait,
mean,
Wait, no. I'll come to you. Let me hit this. So from your Ash R, thank you for the dope, man. Ash R says Barcelona need a phenomenal tactician to revive them. Without that, they're going nowhere. Period. I'll be real with you, bro. If Koeman is manager, they are screwed. Now, I've heard stuff about Conte. I don't think Barcelona accepts Conte. If they do, see, Ten Hag isn't a tactician; he's a philosophy merchant. So my thing is, how many tacticians are out there and available?
Gallardo, man.
I don't know.
Gallardo.
Just get Koeman out of
Yeah.
here, man. This
Get
guy Koeman
Marcelo.
is.
I heard
This guy
his
Koeman is
contract is
trash.
ending in December.
Okay. So yeah,
Marcelo
Zeman, you want to
Gallardo
say
is
something?
crazy.
Zeman.
Yeah. I wanted to say this interesting fact. Granada's last win was in April. Guess against which team?
What?
Barcelona.
At our home too. Same place.
Titan Granada have
Bro,
not
how
won
many
a game
L's do you
till.
It was 2-1, right? I remember that
Yeah,
game.
2-1, yep.
It was
2-1.
2-1.
Yeah,
man.
they haven't won a game
Yeah.
since April
Yeah.
when they beat us.
Yeah. And the last time they won it was against us.
Oh my God.
At the crib. At the crib.
Yeah.
HH, if we get
Bro,
Pirlo
you
somehow,
know,
I'm telling you, I'm not showing my face.
right?
HH,
Oh
I'll
my
be the next
God, bro.
tech boy hero. Bro. I will.
Bro,
No, because
that'd be
see,
a disgrace.
so no one here believes that Barca are going to go through an AC Milan.
No.
No,
They're too-
No way,
HH,
man.
I mean,
No.
we're gonna go through the dark ages, but not in AC Milan like dark ages, because
It's gonna be like a United one,
Here's the
Yep.
thing,
Wait, hold on. Uyema, talk to me. Uyema.
I don't think so, because of one thing I've always believed is that Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, and some of the bigger clubs, they've imploded in a very great time, which is the social media era. So they will always maintain a fan base, a huge fan base. And I feel like those three clubs, I mean, you can include other ones as well, but those three in specific, because they were on top of the social media era, that they're too big to fall. They will always have the pull. Yeah, they might go through some dark spells, but they will always have the money. They will always have the reputation. They just have all the backings in the world. But yeah, they will go through bad spells, but I think they're too big to fall.
So before coming, let me just read some of these jobs. So, Detroit's Rock City, who is a Bayern fan, says, HH, can we revel in Barca's misfortune? Hashtag 827030.
Why are you kicking a man when he's down, bro? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean,
It's because it's a Bayern fan. You know, they have no competition. You
No
know, they have
mercy, no mercy.
nothing. They gotta make themselves feel like important because nobody gives a shit about that.
Look, all I'm saying is I'll be like, if Koeman is still manager come December 8th, I'm fearful of what could happen.
No.
Oh, can I ask you a question?
HH. You know
wait,
what's worse?
wait, what's topic? What?
What's worse is look at our October fixture. Look
Oh,
at that
no.
fixture.
Oh no.
Bro, it's gonna be hell. We can't
what's
keep
the
this guy.
fixture?
It's gonna be
No.
hell.
He
Oh, wow.
has to go.
So basically,
Coleman gotta go.
oh my God! So
Yeah.
2nd of October, Atletico away. 17th of October, Valencia at home. 20th of October, Dynamo Kiev at home. 24th of October, El Clasico.
We did it.
Yeah,
Bro,
that's
this
gonna
might
be hell.
L's are incoming.
Jesus.
L's are
October could
incoming.
be a lot of points dropped, bro.
Bro, this is
Understand.
Yeah.
PTSD
I
material.
mean, no
bro.
points, no points, man. No point season.
Get Coleman out.
That's gonna
Coleman
be
gotta
hell,
go.
man.
Get this
Damn,
guy out of
man.
here.
Look, at least look. Come on, you can beat Cadiz on Thursday.
Are you kidding me? You know how hard it is to break them down?
Beat them last
And here's
season.
the thing.
sure?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. HH, their manager is actually tactically more sound than Koeman. That's the scary part. When this guy, no. Last time, HH, last time we faced them, you know what this guy said? The manager, he said straight up. He said, "I feared Dembele. I'm glad this guy got benched." That's what he said. He said Koeman made it easy for me, and he broke down his tactics.
Oh.
You're
Bro,
getting
this-
outmanaged by a Cadiz manager, bro.
Literally.
These guys got promoted.
Bro, this
Bro, they have
October
no
month,
history.
man.
Oh my god, that's embarrassing,
This
bro.
is-
This
This
dude
is
Coleman
hell.
is so trash, bro.
He's
I mean,
gonna
he's
get
just
clapped,
known
bro.
for
He's
doing
definitely
this
gonna
type
get
of
Bro,
shit.
this
bro.
October month might be
He's definitely gonna
PTSD
get clapped,
material,
bro.
dog.
No,
But
don't
Yeah.
It's
don't
Halloween
sleep on the
month for a
Cadiz
reason,
manager
man.
because
It's
this guy
scary
can game
season, bro.
manage. He
It's
can actually
Halloween
game
month, bro.
manage. Unlike Koeman, he can actually game manage. That's the
Wait,
problem.
what was this? Wait, what was the score against Cadiz like last
2-1.
season?
2-1.
Bro. We gotta brace ourselves for real.
No,
We
bro.
might use
Respect the
witchcraft,
Cadiz
man.
manager,
Yo,
bro.
Cadiz are better than Granada. Cadiz are better than
Yeah.
Granada.
Actually, yeah,
Yeah,
we couldn't
yeah.
beat them last
Absolutely.
season.
This
Who
guy's
finished-
actually been
who finished
proving
higher
his
in the
team,
table?
bro. He's actually been proving his
No,
team.
see, I don't know. There's just something about Spanish teams' names
Lugo.
that's why I want Lugo promoted because what is Cadiz? And these guys are actually pretty good. Oh Lord. Okay, wait, let me
Respect
just,
Cadiz.
wait,
Respect
hold
Cadiz,
on.
man.
Let me just read so this easy. Let me just say a few things. So, from your boy King Ibani, man, thank you for the dub. King Ibani says, "Sorry to spoil the party. Christensen clear of Araujo."
Nah.
No,
No.
he's
I
not.
don't know
No,
about
he's
No.
not.
What,
No, he's not.
what an L,
First of
bro.
all,
Yeah,
Araujo
no.
doesn't
No,
bring
and
them
look,
back to our
Bani, I know that. Look, we have to. Christian is good. He is a good quality defender. This Araujo guy, his quality, and also building upon that, Casey says, "Thank you for the dub, Casey." Casey says, "Imagine Araujo instead of long legs at Anfield."
We would have reached
I don't
the
know.
final.
Yeah, we
I-
might have reached the-
Rafa would have
That's the
beat it.
scary part.
Araujo would have been awake for that corner. At the very least, he would have been awake for that for that corner.
He would have been conscious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so he would have actually been
That's
awake
all
for
you
that
need to
corner.
be. Honestly.
So I who wanted to speak.
Not me.
Suleiman, talk to me.
So I think we can agree that the squad isn't really that good. Like they're not like Champions League quality. I mean, like big Champions League quality, and the manager's also shit. But let's say if we had a good manager and we had a good team, do you think Tiki Taka would still work in 2021, or like would it get found out? Like, has it been found out?
Can I answer that, please? Can I
Go for it.
answer
Go
that?
for it.
Honestly, something that annoys me as a Barcelona fan for the longest time is that our fans want to stay so loyal to a way of playing.
Yep.
When I see like Real Madrid, they get great managers. They got Jose Mourinho when he was hot. They got Ancelotti. Like, okay, Zidane was a bit of a luck, just the same way as Guardiola. But so many managers we have passed up on because we're so adamant of not moving away from our philosophy.
And also, do you know why that's so stupid? 2000, and this is probably my best version of Barca that I liked.
2013, right?
No,
Bayern?
2006
Oh, 2006.
under
Oh,
Rijkaard.
Yeah, Frank.
That
Rijkaard.
was direct attacking football where boom goes straight aggressively attacking and won the UCL, and that was a very entertaining team. Very entertaining team that won a Champions League. So
Which team is worse? 2000. I know not like which team has less quality because we know this, but which team performance-wise is worse now or 2008?
No.
At
least
I would
we
say-
went to a
I would say,
semi-final of the
yeah.
Champions League. At least.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
we
we were
qualified for
horrible.
Champions
We were
League, so-
horrible.
no. I mean, but it's early days. But this is
And
bad. This
Like,
is bad.
the reason
Can I-
why? Okay. The reason why I asked
Oh.
that question is because, like, I think we can all agree the best ever midfield of Barcelona was Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets, right?
Yes.
Like, even, don't get me wrong, they were amazing. But, like, in 2013, Bayern demolished 7-0. And I'm saying, is tiki-taka really press resistant? Because you see all these teams like Bayern, Liverpool. If you press us, we're fucked. We got none. So, like, is there, like, anything else we can do besides tiki-taka that might work? Or?
No, the
Vibes.
funny thing is,
Nothing else.
the funny thing is, if you look at Cruyff's era when he was managing, he used to have different styles of plays. He would have, he wouldn't necessarily be married to the 4-3-3. That wasn't his thing. His thing was, I'm gonna try to adapt my team, but we're gonna play attractive football. That was his thing. It wasn't being married to a system. And I just feel like if we're married to the concept of like a 4-3-3, having certain midfielders and having certain types, that's how you get left behind.
And
in
there's
the
no
modern era.
backup.
No.
There's no
And
plan B.
see, my thing is that you always have to chop and change, because Pep plays a certain brand of tiki-taka, but he keeps on trying to tweak it and so forth. But that can easily get found out. But my thing, though, is I see Pep has the luxury of playing tiki-taka because he has so much money and can literally cherry pick the players he wants. Barca are struggling financially and don't have the luxury of cherry picking the specific, because you need very specific players in order to play that system. Hence why it is very important that you just have a manager who, these are the players you have. How can you get me wins with these players? So no, it's not like, oh, we have this philosophy, let's just show this philosophy on this players. No. These are the players that we have. That La Masia generation and so forth isn't as popular as it was. Like that last generation was amazing compared to this one. Okay, you have Ansu Fati, you have Ricky Puig, Pedri, they're all good, but not when you had Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta, Messi, all these guys coming through. So you have to chop and change, man. Your boy Daddy Us says the Us is our only hope.
Oh, please stop.
Man, no, stop,
Please
man. Come on,
Please
man.
stop.
Jeez.
Wait. So you guys saying that the Us can't help?
No. That's
If
not
he-
what I'm saying. But first of all, he's
He
getting
can't be
injured
our
all the
hope,
time.
bro.
Wait. So wait, Barry, talk to me, Barry.
Apart from the US, listen, when you look at history of football, the greatest players that have graced the pitch have played for Barcelona. Real Madrid, Bayern, even though they go through some dark ages, Barcelona, Real, or Bayern will always be like an attracting club to be in because Maradona, Messi, Ronaldinho, they have played for Barcelona. Cristiano, the real Ronaldo, they have played for Real. You know what I'm saying? So even though they go through some dark ages, maybe some future talented guy from South America will go to Real or Barcelona. That's just the cycle of football, you know.
Oh no. See, that's why I say like, and you made it very, and this weapon always been that. Unlike an AC Milan or a Man United, what Barca always have on their side is that link to South America. Because look, AC Milan were the biggest club in the 90s, massive club. So you're like,
Indeed.
oh well, if AC Milan can go down, so can anybody. Not really. Because as big as AC Milan were, they didn't have the kind of relationship that Real Madrid and Barcelona have with South America. So anytime you see an amazing player come from either Brazil or Argentina, their dream is to play for either Barca or Real Madrid. And even if they go to another club, as I know, based off of the lineage of Argentines and Brazilians who've played for Barca and Real Madrid, and because it's the Spanish speaking and so forth, that I know, I want to go here. So Barca's hope is that we are waiting for that next superstar who will be like, oh, I want to follow in the footsteps of Neymar, Rivaldo, Romario. I want to follow in the footsteps of Maradona and Messi.
Can you highlight what YSK just said in the chat?
Oh God! Well, actually, before I go, let me just say so. In Biden says Christensen is clear. Barca popularity bias. I found out. No. Look, Araujo is that dude, bro. Araujo is that dude. Vinesh Unitan says Francisco Lampard the third in cross inshallah lives. If Lampard is announced as manager of Barcelona, you know that you guys need to seek help, as in like psychiatric, because your club will face what's up. Basically, Lugo will be playing Barca next season in Segunda C.
No.
So,
How much Chelsea fans are going to become Barca fans when Lampard comes in to manage Barca?
wait, is this the? Is this the?
No. It's the one. It's the one where he's asking us about Oli.
Is this the one?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Okay.
Hospital way.
Wait, what is okay? Can you just go worry about your trash club who not won a major trophy in like the last 5, 6?
You know
six
what the
years,
problem?
man?
You know what the problem with the Us is? He like
doesn't have a
The Us is good, man. No.
doesn't have a brain.
No. Easy. Wait, Abdul. It fully fits Us. Fully fits.
No.
You say what?
With or without a brain.
The problem with the Us is he suffers from the same problem that you suffer with HH. Low IQ. Low IQ.
Excuse.
Well, he's got to get better at finishing. He's got to get better at finishing.
A fully fit Usman Dembele is
Low
bound to
IQ.
get injured.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Why Abdul,
no.
you're on your last warning, Bram. I'm
Like-
hovering over your bloody thing right
To be
now,
honest, bro.
And I don't care whether your brother's watching. Is that?
No. To be honest, Us is the type of guy to study for a blood test. Like that's his IQ, bro. He studies for a blood test, bro. This is the guy we're expected to make big decisions and big moves, bro. This ain't it, man.
And I think one thing that makes no sense about the Us is how do you score that goal against Sevilla and Chelsea? Like they were incredible goals, and how do you miss that 1v1 against Liverpool? Like, bro, man doesn't have a brain at all.
Look, my thing is okay. Here's my issue here.
He's got to look at Vinicius, man.
No. Is Ansu Fati walking into a problem?
In terms of what?
Yes.
As in terms of, bro, this team needs you. You're 8. Well, how old is it? Like 18 or something?
Yep, 18.
Yeah, 18.
So it's walking into an issue with like, oh, bro, this team needs you, bro. So you need to pretty much. You have the number 10 jersey. There's a huge hype around you. This team needs you. So is that too much pressure to put on an 18-year-old's shoulders of like, bro, we're now really looking for you to freaking inspire us because Depay is a good player and so forth. But we're not saying that it was Araujo and Piqué who pretty much had to build him out. So is Ansu Fati walking into a difficult position for an 18-year-old where you have to now go crazy? It's all on you, bro.
I think he wants it. I think he likes the fact that the club need him because you want to feel like you are important, especially at that age. But
no. Well, no. See, I don't know. There's another thing feeling important. There's another thing where pressure and having to carry a team at 18 years of age.
No, not all of that. It's gonna be too toxic, bro. Like, what if things don't go work out well? Like, it's gonna be so toxic because I know that you were giving him the number 10 too. On top of that, the weight, like he literally has the weight of the entire city on his shoulders, bro. When he comes back, everything that he does is going to be judged. Every single thing that the moment he steps on that pitch, everything is going to be on him. Not only that, the players that he's going to be playing against are going to be on top of him.
No. But my thing, I do get Abdul's points in a sense of like that's going to be exciting for a young, confident player. Like, oh man, all right, man, team needs me and so forth. Challenge, bro. I'm going to relish. So that is something I think that you should try to relish and so forth. But my thing is, you're walking into. It's actually even a great situation because now we can really see what this kid is made of. Because in a way, he can't fail. So even if he comes and it doesn't work out, I'm 18 years old, Koeman tax, this team isn't working out. If he comes in and he now is saving them and winning games, it's like, oh my God, this kid is a hero. So he's almost in a win-win situation coming through.
About Ansu Fati, right? I mean, ideally for 18-year-old to carry a squad like this is really big pressure, right? But to me, it seems like there's no pressure on him. Like he took the number 10 willingly, but first he asked the captains first if it was okay to take the number 10, and then they said yes, and he was willingly taking the number 10. So that surprised me right there. The pressure that he got. I don't know. I don't know he's having any pressure, but to me, it seems like he's not. I think he's feeling it. He's feeling the adrenaline rush. He's feeling that like, oh yeah, I should carry this car. You know what I'm saying? He's feeling that hunger. That's what I feel like he's feeling right now. But I don't know, really.
No,
the only thing I'm worried about really is he's getting back from a long-term injury. So he's not
Yeah.
going to be as fit
And
as
that's
Yeah,
that's what I was
on
also going to go to. Actually, wait. So your boy Daddy Us says young Barca clowns know nothing. Us is our only hope. Daddy Us,
Your
can you
name?
not
Bro,
can you
he's
not
from our
jinx
generation.
my
What
dude?
do you?
Can you not? Yeah, I know. Yeah, Daddy Us, you're freaking like 16 years old. What do you mean about that young clown? Look at this clown.
You know, look at bro, this guy's
Literally.
15, bro.
Detroit Roxy says Borussia Catalonia. We are awaiting you at the Allianz.
HH, you know, my only hope is that Ansu will be back for that game. So I hope, honestly, for the sake of the club, that
Abdul.
He's not a defender. What is he gonna
Abdul,
do?
Abdul, can I level with you, Abdul?
Let me finish.
No, actually, I don't know. No, I won't let you
I
finish.
just hope Neuer, he, for some reason, racially abuses Ansel so we can get the game.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
whoa.
yeah.
Pause.
Relax. Okay, we don't need to. Okay, relax.
Abdul, chill, bro. Your head is gone, man.
Okay, relax. I'm hovering your thing right now. Relax. So
Damn,
Calma.
bro, we're not that
Calma.
desperate.
We gotta get the
My
game
thing-
pulled off, man.
No, my thing, Abdul, you talk shish. My thing is this: is that even if Ansu Fati is there, all these dudes are here, and so forth. Bayern are a freaking beast. These guys look scary. So my thing is that if Barca, the only hope for Barcelona is Koeman is sacked. If Koeman is still manager and still doing tactics, and Nagelsmann has his best team and so forth, Bayern are going to beat the living crap out of Barca still. Now, they may have some pushback or so forth. Barca's concern should be Benfica. Forget Bayern. Think about a forfeit rule for December 8th. December 8th, forfeits. Because you're getting rebirthed, you're getting levitated, you're getting gentrified on December 8th. Barca's focus is Benfica. Also, look at the demo killers. But the focus is sort out Benfica. Because if Barca make the mistake of losing to Benfica, because guys, I'm telling you right now,
2 hour stream.
We won't.
If Barca don't make it through the CL, because we've been seeing a trend of all these losses, losing the quarters, losing the semis, the quarters now in the round of 16.
Oh no!
If the next low is now not getting into actually, someone I think White even said this in the live chat. What would you prefer? To come fourth or Europa League?
Come forth.
Fourth.
I'm not hearing that. I'm not hearing that, bro.
No.
That's so
Can I
easy.
hear
That's
Europa?
fourth. That's an easy money.
No.
Fourth. That's easy
Give me
money.
Zeman, you said easy.
We
fourth.
actually,
Bro, I will pay. I will pay not to
You want
go
me to
be
watch my
fourth, bro.
team in
I will
Europa?
pay not to be.
I would rather
Wait.
just get knocked out.
Hold on.
It's-
So you would actually want the embarrassment of finishing behind Dynamo Kiev
Yes.
and Benfica.
Yes.
Bro,
Yes.
yes.
You know what? Wait,
Yes,
Yes.
HH. That joke won't last as much as us reaching the semifinal to the Europa League.
Bro,
I'm not sorry, bro.
Barcelona's gonna play against
give me
fucking
fourth.
Wi-Fi passwords, man.
Yeah.
We're finished.
Wait. All honesty.
Carabag FC,
Wait,
are you
listen,
kidding me,
listen.
bro?
Yeah, bro. No, I'm not, bro.
One
I
sec.
swear to God, I'm not,
If
bro.
we can't
Grogan's
beat
FC.
if we can't beat Granada,
Fucking-
what
what's
makes
in your
people think
wallet,
we can
FC?
beat
I'm
Benfica?
not taking that, bro.
No, just imagine we lose in the Europa League. Just
Look,
imagine that.
it says sporting Wi-Fi passwords. Nobody knows how to pronounce Wi-Fi.
That's what it is, bro.
Oh,
Some of them are gonna have numbers in their
Bro,
name, bro.
you want Barcelona to go to
Wait,
Moldova, man? Nah, man.
jeez.
You know what scares me?
Sorry, Antonio, talk to me, Antonio.
Wait, the question was go forth in the Champions League group or go to Europa? Was
Yeah.
that what the
Yeah.
Oh,
Either finish
I
last.
thought it was go forth in the
heck?
league or go to Europa. I'd
No,
rather
no.
go forth in the
No,
league.
fourth.
No. So would you rather be finish bottom of the Champions League group or finish third and going to Europa?
Oh no, take me. I don't know because Europa just sucks because you're with the scrubs. You're with the scrubs. You're
Let him talk.
competing
Wait,
for a
relax.
cheap trophy. That's
Antonio,
easy.
let him talk. Because Antonio, rationalize both. What would you rather have?
Well, for one, we're still in Europe, and yes, it's trash. No one
You
wants
want
to hear.
that Mickey Mouse trophy? Are you kidding me, bro? No.
No one wants
no
to be
way.
in that.
Imagine
Hey,
we
man.
get knocked
Going,
out.
then
No,
not
listen,
even going there, but
listen.
not even good enough
No,
for Europa
we need the money, bro.
straight
You know,
out
We need
you
the
of
know,
what money,
the out of the
bro?
group.
No.
we need the money, man. We need the money.
Oh,
If
God,
we
we
win,
need that, bro.
Money from Europa League. I don't know.
Hell
we need
no.
the
Be
money, bro.
honest. Be honest.
We need the money.
Would we win Europa League?
Probably. You
No,
never
we
know.
wouldn't. We wouldn't,
Well,
bro.
Bro,
we
if
can
we
never
lose
I
in
know.
the
don't think we
final,
would win
bro.
it, but deep
Do you know-
run,
do you know-
deep
do you know-
run,
do you know
and
it's- you know
get
it's something
some
like-
runs in.
Even just being stressed, it just shows you how messed up, how things change. Let's just say that if we just rewind the tape back to 2015, or if better it's 2011, Barca were the most feared team on the planet. At a point, guys were saying that, are we seeing the most dominant football team that we've ever seen in the history of football?
Yes.
Because there was a time when, like, if you saw you're playing at Camp Nou, damn it. If you saw Camp Nou second leg, whatever you did in the first leg, you know it's getting turned around in that second leg. Like, guys were frightened of coming into that stadium. So my thing is that, can you guys tell me what was the point? Can you denote the point in which, if you just say this was the very moment in which this decline started? Because I said like, well, what's it called?
Easy.
No, I give
Well,
Easy.
That's
Barcelona-
so easy.
Barcelona-
No, actually,
Okay, wait,
actually,
wait,
I
hold
think
on.
it's something different from
We'll go around. We'll go around. Let's see what
I
everyone
think
says. So,
it's
so
different.
Uyemo, if you speak one moment and point at which that was the point in which everything went down.
The moment was when we lost Neymar, in my opinion. That's when everything started. We went on to do stupid signings. Some people would say actually winning the treble in 2015 because Bartomeu got announced as
Yeah.
won the re-election. But I would say Neymar because you spend so much money on three players that didn't even fulfill anything at all. I would have rather Bartomeu grab that money, not replace another forward, but reinforce the defense in the midfield and just let Messi and Suarez roll. And I think that would have been even better considering the Liverpool meltdown, the Roma meltdown. You get other defenders, other midfielders, maybe those things don't happen. But the Neymar is definitely the biggest failure in my opinion. It's not even Neymar's fault, by the way. I don't blame
No,
anyone.
of course not his fault. Like he had to leave. Before I come to cool it, me sending super chats to this carrier bag on Thursday. No, thank you. I think. See, my thing is that now I see, as bad as finishing fourth would be, and as disgraceful as it is, it just shows you how weird it is because you think that no, third is better than fourth. But I think the embarrassment of playing in the Europa League against Europa League teams would actually be worse in, oh, okay, we just didn't make it through the groups.
But it's
Okay.
not happening. But it's not happening, man. Like, did you see Benfica? They almost lost to Kiev, man.
Wednesday, 29th.
We'll get through. We'll get through.
Wednesday, 29th of
Yeah,
September.
bro.
We're not
29th
touching
of Sep 29. We're going to be there.
If
Cool
we
it,
can't
talk
beat
to me.
Benfica,
What
it's
was the
over.
moment? Cool it. What was the moment?
Bro, you know what would be the biggest nightmare would be we lose to Benfica, then I look on Twitter and I see Europa League, the little Europa League Twitter, and it says hello at FC Barcelona. Nah, bro, I'm finished, bro. You'll never see me again, man.
Yeah.
No, guys, no. That's street. See, now that's street. You see, because it's funny. I think the most people I've had on like a live stream, I think, was 8-2. I think it went to like 1.2 thousand or 1.3 thousand. If let's say it's like, I don't know who Barca are playing last. Whoever they're playing last, and it's confirmed that Barca, like let's say in the Europa League.
Bayern lost.
No, it's not. No, it's
Yeah,
not. No,
yeah,
Bayern is
Yeah,
in
Bayern's
December.
playing last.
Where's Bayern?
Bayern's playing last. We're playing the last game against
Yeah,
Bayern.
it's Bayern.
Yep.
Yeah.
If we
So
don't
they
win our
might play
games,
their
bro,
Belgian
they may
points.
send us, bro.
No, you play Bayern in December.
Yeah, that's the last game.
Yeah.
Do you know how
Yeah,
count
yeah,
that's
works?
the last game
Yeah,
of the
that's-
group
that's
stage.
the
last
group
It's
stage.
Bayern. It's Bayern.
Yeah. So they
It's
So,
might
bro,
play their
we
children.
need
That's our
to
only
beat
hope.
Benfica and Kiev like big time.
It's Bayern,
Nah,
Benfica,
nah,
Kiev,
nah,
and
Bayern-
Kiev again,
Bayern-
Benfica. Where you going, AJ?
Bayern won't play
Where
their
you
children.
going, bro?
Yeah.
Come
They
on,
won't
help
play their
us out,
children.
man.
No. Wait.
Where's
Abdul,
our juju?
you see, I don't think you know how German guys roll.
Yeah,
I think you know
Bayern Bayern don't play their children. Bro, their children would beat us.
No. Bayern.
No. They actually do.
Bayern will be like,
Bro.
no. Because of just Bayern fans will demand it.
Yeah.
Look at all these guys, Detroit Rocks shit. These guys, they love this. Like, I think in Germany it's called like Schadenfreude, where like just like relentless love for pain. Bayern will be like, wait a minute. If we beat them, they go into the Europa League. bro, Lewandowski's dropping a 5-piece.
Oh,
Like Lewandowski will literally fight. No, I'm dropping a 5 because for the narrative of 8-2, 3-0. No, let's pimp them and then let them go to Benfica and the Animal. Yeah, bro. So Kule, what would you say was moments in which everything's screwed up?
a lot of people are going to say PSG, and I think that is but I'm going to go with an interesting take. I think the moment we started doing our downfall was when we let Dani Alves go. Ever since we let Dani Alves go, we have never had a class fullback. We have not had one single fullback that has been as good as Dani Alves. And ever since we lost Dani Alves, we lost to PSG, we lost to Juventus, we lost to all that. So I think losing Dani Alves, losing a pivotal figure in our dressing room, not only that, one of the best in his position of all time, losing someone with that much.
That's
Not only that,
interesting.
not
I don't
only
think
that,
many people would have said that, but yeah.
not only that, on top of that, like Dani Alves had such a pivotal connection with Messi in a way. Because like when you looked at Dani Alves, like how the ways that he runs, and ever since we lost Dani Alves, we have never had a single great right back. Not one. We went through Roberto, trash, horrible, garbage, useless. We went through Semedo, not good. Now we have Des, average. Now we have whichever one we had ever since Dani Alves has been just not utter trash, terrible. And also HH is where's Sergio Roberto in the Brick Academy?
Class A.
Scholarship now. Just bump it up. Don't worry. Well, just bump it up. No.
Koeman might have to be there.
Have you watched this guy play? He is every time we play with him, he's a disadvantage.
No, but basically, do you know what it is? It just shows you how one moment can give you a career. Ever since that goal that he scored, he's literally had an extended career.
Bro, if I get a time traveling machine, I'm gonna go back and make sure that goal never happens, bro. I will literally run on the pitch to make sure that goal never happens.
Well, actually,
call it 2 moments.
No.
I will make sure.
Or maybe somebody else.
I will make sure.
So you would stop Miracle at Camp Nou from happening?
Yes. Everything bad happened because of that moment. Everything that we are witnessing today has happened since Miracle Camp Nou. Bro, if that never happened, Neymar would have never gone. We wouldn't have gotten embarrassed by Juventus. It would have just been another season, and we would have just moved on like normal. But ever since Miracle at Camp Nou, everything disastrous has happened. We went from Roma, we went to fucking Liverpool, we went from Bayern. All that happened because of Miracle Camp Nou. That moment was the worst thing.
Neymar was leaving.
The worst thing that happened to us.
Neymar was leaving.
Regardless. Nah, bro. The media coverage that fueled that, man. So yeah, Miracle Camp Nou was an absolute disaster for us in the long term. Yeah, it was great for the moment. Yeah, we all celebrate, we all love, but it was a curse. It should have never happened. Man.
Honestly, that makes sense.
Hold on. Actually, let me bring in this, and then I'm going to bring that. So, yesterday says someone said Man City home tickets are like a new trash rappers mixtape. No one even for free.
You can find them in McDonald's, man.
It's recycled, right?
Don't talk too slick because how many trophies has your club won in the last 5 years? How many trophies have City won in the last 5 years? So yes, I know you have a Ronaldo and so forth and everything. Don't talk too slick because City have actually done better in the last 5 years than you have. So Brick said if it's to reach one moment that everything declined for Barcelona.
The Barto re-election. Because, that Barto re-election led us to buy washed up players and failing to rebuild the team we had before. But the thing about it is, though, that steal window we had in 2014-2015 season was literally a fake illusion. Literally, that's what it was. A fake illusion. A whole steam. Behind that steam was what? Comebacks against us, humiliations, us getting washed up players, and us getting managers, that are incompetent. You can say about for me, I don't rate Valverde. You can say that he was a good, my manager. He did good with what he had, but the playing style, all that, get the shit away. That shit was nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So yeah.
So what was wait, hold on, easy. I'm going to come to Z, man. Emin, thank you for the dub. Emin says, so his one is Neymar's exit, but the 2015 treble re-elected Bartomeu. The gift and the curse, man. The gift and the curse.
Also, let me say one thing. If the miracle Camp Nou had never happened, PSG wouldn't have hated us so much to have taken Messi away. So that would also been another thing. So yeah, there you
That's
go.
a point. That's a point,
Yep.
man. That's a point.
But I mean, he couldn't stay anyway.
So Zeman, what was it for you, bro?
Oh,
The point.
this is gonna be drastically different, and it's gonna sound weird at first, but it's gonna make sense. June 13th, 2010. The re-election.
Holy crap!
No, the election of Sandro Roussel.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
see where you're
That's it.
going.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Yeah.
Talk to me. Talk to me. Spit.
Damn, back then, HH.
Damn, we going back.
Shut up.
Spit
We
the
going
back.
back.
No, if you look at if you look at the success of, like, if you go back to the success of majority of Barcelona, it was down to what Laporta has created. It was down to that. Aside from, the signing of Neymar and Suarez, but even if you look at the Neymar deal, it was kind of shady. That whole deal was kind of shady, and the fact that Sandro Roussel went to jail because of his laundry fraud.
Sorry, was Roussel after Laporta?
Yeah, he was after Laporta. Okay. In fact, Bartomeu.
So he was the dude that had beef with Pep.
Yeah, he had beef with Pep, and Pep decided, you know what, this is too much. We don't see eye to eye, and I feel like I should have more responsibility and more of a role in the club. Not only that, it was also the fact that Bartomeu was a part of his board. Let's not forget about that. Bartomeu was a part of his board, and he was responsible for, I believe, the basketball department. And then he moved on to the footballing aspect when Sandro Roussel got caught for laundering money. So when that your boy's messed up, bro. Your boy's crooked. So
these guys are terrorists, man.
Yeah. And he's the one that set the foundation for what the club is and who became the president afterwards. You see, the problem is people were seeing great effect. They're like, we bought Neymar, we bought Suarez, but the fact of the matter was we weren't really improving our club. Majority of the players we had at hand that were our top performers were from the Pep era. That was the biggest problem. And we kept, and this kept happening, and we weren't necessarily recruiting the right players. We kept recruiting players that made no sense, bro. Who the hell is Paul Nino? Who's Paul Nino?
And not only on top of that, they also disregarded
Paulinho was actually pretty good, eh?
No. We have to understand how the deal came to be. Apparently, this is just a rumor. Bartomeu had some type of business relationship with a guy who owned an airline that owned the club that Paulinho was playing for. So he decided to give him 40 million, which, Paulinho, some people might argue he's not worth that. He hasn't shown, he's not playing in Europe. He's getting older. It makes no sense. So that deal was shady in itself. And there was a lot of people that were in the board that were questioning that deal. And then you look at all the deals we've made up to this point that make no sense. You look at majority of our signings up to that point, and majority of them have fallen apart. So for me, Sandro Roussel has to be the one. 2010. Also, that's where it really started. If you want to get
also
technical.
To add to Z-Man's point, let's also not to forget the complete disregard of La Masia as well, man. That's when we started going away from our roots and moving towards the whole galactic. Oh, let's spend money, just spend cash, and of course it started well, with Suarez, Ter Stegen, buying actual good players. But then moving on, it became an utter complete mess, and that's where we are right now.
So before I come to Barry, let me just hit it. So yes, I think the double has. I honestly believe it's when Neymar left. Barcelona had a weird obsession of trying to replace Neymar, and it's caused them to go bankrupt. For me, my personal pick, but no, some very interesting suggestions, and I think it's very cool. But I've always said that all those things are true, but that Neymar thing was key because I just believe in the whole. If there was a situation, it was weird though. But if, let's say, for whatever reason, Neymar could never have stayed because of Messi being there and he wanted to have his own team. But if, for whatever reason, they still had Neymar, like Neymar in this team now and so forth, Barca are different. They're different, Like Neymar is kind of, and especially him going to PSG, it's not a football club. It's not run properly. People when I seen the decline of Neymar, the Neymar story was, I'm Barca's next superstar. I am carrying on the name of Rivaldo, Dino, Ronaldo, Romario, and so forth. I'm the next dude. So I believe that because he didn't carry out the Barca dream that every Brazilian has of being the face of Barcelona as a Brazilian, he's like, oh, he's depressed. So that's why you look at PSG, it's a mess. It's a freaking mess.
Let me add to that. The worst part about the Neymar thing wasn't even the fact that he left. It was the fact that they spent all that money when the replacement for Neymar was in the academy the whole time, which was Ansu Fati. Now, I will actually say that, yes, you can say they should have done more to keep Neymar at Barca, because I honestly believe had Neymar stayed in Barcelona, Neymar wouldn't be the player he is today. I think he would be far more serious. His career would be.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But you mean, like, it's like PSG fans, you can hate me or so forth. PSG is not a football club. It's a holiday camp. It's not a serious football club. It's a club where the players run the club. Barcelona is a football club. It has history. It has prestige. It has respectability. If Neymar was there, he'd be focused. And because, like, oh, you're now the Barca guy and so forth, he'd be serious because of what Barcelona is and what it means and so forth. But at PSG, which was founded in 1970, bro, anybody can do whatever the heck they want. There is no order. It's a free for all, man. Barry,
It's anarchy
what
club,
about you?
man.
He would be
Barry.
the best player in the world.
For me, it was the day when we signed the agreement. Let me tell you what. The season before. Wait, hold on.
Holy
Wait.
fuck!
Damn.
That's a good shout, bro. That's a good shout.
Barry, continue. I'm listening.
All right. The thing is, the 2019 season, we can all agree it was a messy character, But if you're serious, if you have a brain, you need to make the squad stronger. That summer in the market, you could have got Koulibaly. You could have got even freaking Bonucci, the lit, to get the defense stronger, because you cannot go further in the Champions League or go further in big competitions with freaking Longley as your freaking starter center back and Umtiti, who's freaking injury prone. You know what I'm saying? De Jong was a good signing. It was a good signing. That's the only thing. That's the only good thing Bartomeu did. But you could have at least made the defense better to put less pressure on Messi to do everything. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, before I go, let me just hit this. So from 7622225 email, thank you for the dub. He says, HH, what if Pep comes back? Would Barca fans want that? There is zero chance in hell Pep would come back to this. Pep has to be in a situation where I can get the players I want. Bayern already had an amazing team. City, whoever you want, you can get him. Pep ain't going to go back to that. No
Wouldn't
way.
this be done though if he could rebuild Barca and make?
But this is what I've always said about Pep. Pep wants nothing to do with the Dod. Nothing at all.
No, not
like it's like Pep and Dod is like oil and water. They don't mix. Like Pep
two
is like
galaxies apart, man. Two galaxies apart.
like basically.
He said
Pep. Sorry, Zeman.
Oh, I was gonna say he said in an interview that he doesn't plan if he ever came back to Barcelona, he doesn't plan to be the manager. He wants like a director role. He doesn't want to become the manager of Barcelona.
Right.
That's what he said in an interview.
He doesn't
That's
love
not his
Barca,
plan.
man.
Yeah, no. For me,
He
I
don't
think
love Barca.
it'd be too much. Like it would be too much stress, and I think especially now, based on where they are, it's a job
Why do
that
you
there's
think he's
no
bald
chance in
now?
hell Pep wants.
He's bald anyways. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Then you start seeing his basically you'll start seeing his
He
brain.
started getting bald when
You'll start seeing his brain. You'll start seeing his brain appear and so forth.
look at him in 2009, bro.
Abdul, at what point was this for you, bro? Abdul.
For me, it was as well. I don't know who's directly responsible for it, but it must be Bartomeu, because for me, the decline, it doesn't really have anything to do with Neymar, because people say, oh, we spent so much money. But people forget he didn't leave for free. We got $250 million for him, basically. And yeah, we spent, 400 million on players to replace him. You can say, I don't know if Griezmann even is a like replacement for him. But you can say we spend 400 million, take away the 220 million. That's like what 150 million. 150 million isn't the reason why we're in 1.5 billion debt. You know what I mean? So Neymar isn't the reason for our financial crisis. Our financial crisis is because of mismanagement. But the problem for me, honestly, has just been recruitment, like poor recruitment. Like, and I feel like at the end of the day, it's always a team's downfall is always down to poor recruitment, because the same transfer window where we signed Braithwaite for 20 million, Haaland went to Dortmund for 20 million. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And you know what's even worse, HH, in the winter transfer window of 2019, where Barca needed a backup striker. You remember when we signed Kevin Prince Boateng?
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. That same summer, we were offered Erling Haaland, but we turned it down. We turned him down for Kevin Prince Boateng.
Bro, that's just pure depression, bro.
Yeah. So
Bro.
for me,
Bro.
Don't forget.
Dembele, we could have signed Dembele.
Wait, how old was Haaland then?
He was
Like
18? Old enough.
17.
17, 17.
Wait, don't forget Barto didn't want Alphonso Davies because he was
That's
Canadian,
true.
by the way.
Yeah. What's it
Nah,
called?
it's because of
Bartomeu rejected. We could have signed Mbappe instead of Ousmane Dembele. But no, he signed Ousmane Dembele. So for me, yeah, we are in 1.5 billion debt because of credit. And when you take debt, you gotta take debt. If you can't pay back debt, you gotta take even more debts to pay that debt, and it just keeps accumulating. So for me, honestly, it's the president, man, because Abidal, our sporting director, our ex-sporting director, he came out, he said, I didn't want Griezmann. It was Bartomeu who signed him.
Wait, isn't the sporting director supposed to be the guy making these acquisitions? That's the whole point of the
Nah.
sporting director.
Nah.
Yeah,
That's-
but you gotta
Like he
remember,
should be interested in. Oh yeah, I know, because you see that's where it's dangerous, because Bartomeu. I don't know where Bartomeu came from, but
from he came from the sewers. The
okay,
sewers.
fine, he came from he was selling fruits. But if you're just a guy from nowhere and now you're saying, oh yeah, because everyone said Coutinho for 150, like that's a lot of money. like we all said that Coutinho for, and Griezmann was like Griezmann was good at support. Griezmann is now, I mean, he's the side chick. Like people already knew, and that is why you just see, like, those acquisitions is what they did with Griezmann. The guy, for me, one of the biggest flops I've ever seen. Coutinho, bro, that's just what you should prosecute Liverpool. Liverpool know, this guy can give maybe 10 good games, and his nickname is Shootinho. He has no business being a marquee player for Barcelona. And Antonio, talk to me. When was the moment of the decline for you, bro?
So everyone has some pretty good ones, but for me, it's got to be. I think it was when Juve beat us in 2017. I'm gonna go with that because, and I'm gonna tell you why. So the reason why I say this is because, first off, the miracle at Camp Nou. I forgot who said it, but whoever said it, that said it was like a curse. It kind of was, because it covered over the fact that the team had gaping problems. Like there were so many holes in the defense and everything. And but we beat PSG. We're so good. I feel like that covered up like holes or whatever. And then we, faced Juve, and you could chop it up to, Juve were just, look, they're so good. They went to the Champions League final. This team is still good. Which we all know that's just not true. In the summer, you then realize, okay, Barca literally, they caught up in La Liga, but then they lost it to Real. They won the Copa del Rey. That was pretty much it. You see Neymar is upset, and he gets sold. He doesn't like it, and then from there on forth, you get the downgrade of the team. You start seeing players like Paulinho being bought, and then there's the pursuit of getting the next Neymar, which is Coutinho, who's a flop, Griezmann, who's a flop, and let's also remember that, Messi, yeah, he's balling and stuff, But let's also look at, okay, we went out to Roma. That was a big indicator too. And then more players just being bought. Like, you don't even know why they're being bought. Like, Lenglet, what is even the point of having him or buying him? So many players being bought. And then it just all never made sense. And for me, it was after like that Champions League knockout that was a domino effect of Neymar out and then everything.
So,
You know,
so
that's
basically,
what I think.
basically, Neymar leaving was a key point.
Yes, but I think he only left because of that game with Juve, because that showed him they're not really competitive in
All
Europe.
right, so let me hit. So RDZ17 says Bartomeu is Perez's homeboy. I think they are related. My conspiracy theory is Perez either is related to Bartomeu or he is using Bartomeu as a mole to destroy Barca from the inside. I refuse to believe that Barca have literally the worst accountants on the planet.
Paris sleeps with Bartomeu's wife.
Can I clarify something?
Okay, actually, before you go there, let's Suleiman go down. Go to you, Zeman. So Suleiman, for you, what was the point?
First of all, I just want to say everybody has great points, and I agree with all of them. Like, they all make sense to me. And before I go anything, you said we should prosecute Liverpool. Bro,
Yes.
we need to prosecute Real Betis for pretending that Kike Setien is a great manager. Second,
Suleiman, easy, bro, easy.
No,
that's actually true,
being
man.
honest.
If they ended up in sixth place, then we thought this guy was the answer.
And let's not forget.
Hey man, we need money, bro. We need money, bro.
By the way, Koeman is gonna get sacked. The reports are coming out now.
Oh,
yes.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Koeman out.
Koeman out, bro. We did it, guys. We did it, guys.
Hold up.
Have hope, bro. Have hope.
Wait.
Have hope.
Relax.
Have
Next
hope.
person.
No, but they're
relax.
they're waiting. They're saying the decision has been made.
Wait,
No.
Get
First
that
of
man out
all,
of here, HH. Get that
But
man
they
off
wanna
the
find
screen.
a replacement.
Wait, let me.
He's worse than
Bring Kike Setien's cows, man.
bro. Leave him.
Wait. So Suleiman, continue.
I think Z-Man made a great point, Roussel in 2010, but I didn't know about that, so I can't really go with it. I'll go with the re-election in 2015 where we won the treble, but because of winning the treble, we got a curse of Bartomeu. And I think YSK made a great point in the chat. Like, I know Bartomeu is dumb, but or a double agent, but where's the people around him? Like, where's the financial team? Like, did anybody have any idea that we were like, hey, like, listen, you can't do this. You can't go $1.5 billion in debt. What the fuck are you doing? Like,
They're all stooges. They're all rats. They're all together, man.
I know,
All of them are undies for Perez.
Rats, bro. Terrorist squad, bro. Taliban FC.
Yeah, so I'll say 2015 when he won the re-election.
we gotta also keep in mind, just because we sack Koeman doesn't fix anything. We gotta make sure we hire the right person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Calm down, guys. Let's not get over our head and then get caught.
There's more to fix for sure.
Somebody said in the comments, Kike Setien needed time. Bro, induct yourself, right?
Get out of here. Whoever said
outta
that he
here.
needed time,
Yeah, boy.
I don't need time after 8-2. I don't
My
need time
thing
after
is that
8-2.
Junior,
I hope Barca Times isn't that trash Madrid zone in
but we
Phoenix,
actually have
Madrid and Chiringuito.
reporters, man. No,
Don't you see the
Madrid's reporters are
parallels?
from the
Don't
road,
you see
man.
the parallels?
They're
Time
from the
zone. Time zone. Do you not see the parallels? It's time and zone.
Those losers are amongst the worst. Listen,
They're from the road, bro. They're from the streets,
no, bro. I have them muted and blocked. They're amongst the worst.
Bro, they're from preschool, man.
HH, the Barcelona culture is lost. Back in the day, they relied on La Masia. Now they've become what they used to criticize the B-Tech Galacticos. No, you see, my thing is, look, the worst thing to be is to be a slave to a philosophy, because my thing is, what if that philosophy gets found out? You should always know how to rebrand. Look at Chelsea. People can say, oh, Abramovich sacks and things. Abramovich is like, I always want to win. So if you look at from Ancelotti to Hiddink to Mourinho to Tuchel to Sarri, totally different approaches, totally different styles. But all the guys that he sacked and had have led to trophies. Have led to trophies. So my thing is,
lucky, man. You guys hit the jackpot with Thomas, man.
I agree.
Yeah.
Hey, look, no, bro.
That guy's an incredible manager.
Respect Lampard. He's probably going to be our next manager.
So next question. This anyone can jump. So when does a guy get sacked? When?
tomorrow.
As soon as they find a replacement.
Yeah,
Hopefully
it's
yesterday.
it's about finding a replacement, and for me, he has to fit into two categories. He has to be really good at developing youth, considering how much players we have under 23, and he has to be tactically sound, and he has to at least have accomplished something.
Okay, so Zima, would he take Ten Hag? Would Ten Hag fit those criteria?
Yeah, he would.
That would be at the end of the
Actually,
season.
Now,
though.
my thing is, if he's under contract, can you get Ten Hag now?
Nope.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's the
I don't
thing,
know about that.
because my thing is
what
that,
the
see,
board has to
this is
talk
what's
about.
so difficult, because okay, I'm hearing about this whole Gallardo dude, that maybe he's the dude to be gotten, but
Telling you.
you have to make sure that you get a guy who is the right dude, you know. So if you're going to sack Koeman for the situation these guys are in now, who do you get?
Gallardo.
Yeah, you see, I believe he only has like what his contract ends in December.
So yeah, it does.
Yeah, his contract actually ends in December, which is perfect.
I wouldn't be against Conte in my opinion, just because
be
we
honest,
know
I have
he's good in the league, but he's a brick in Europe. But as Barcelona fans, can we really be thinking
To be
about
honest,
Europe?
I have to ask though, like to everyone, do you think the season's salvageable? Really? Like,
Oh yes, of
I
course
mean,
it is.
it's
is it
top killer.
salvageable? Like,
terms
to
of
be
what,
honest
though?
though, it's like
in the
like,
league or
In
like
terms of what?
anything in general.
Because
Like in general.
a top four finish would be satisfactory. Like we're not winning La Liga, we're not winning the Champions League. So just getting a top four and going to the transfer window, getting Champions League position, that's really the best we can aim for right now.
Yeah, I would say we should definitely aim for like an
apparently we're
interim
linked
and then get like an actual manager.
So what?
Apparently, we're linked to the Belgian manager.
Roberto
Martinez?
Martinez again?
Oh no, this guy's
Again?
a brick, man. This guy is a brick.
I don't think he wants any parts of Martinez.
Wasn't he at
the guy is
Swansea?
a forget. See,
Another Everton manager.
We've had enough Everton managers, bro.
Yeah,
We
this
can't.
is another
Sorry,
Everton
bro.
manager, bro.
No, I see. So for me, I think that it's
Everton
maybe
are
a
not
case
doing
of
their
just
best.
because I believe that the sooner that Koeman is sacked, the better. And I think that's the sooner if it's this dude Gallardo and so forth, boom, because you want to do this as quickly as possible so that he has enough time. Because remember, there's always a new manager bounce. As soon as a new manager comes in, that first game, guys get a whole sort of energy. So the quicker you can bring a guy in, the better. Because my thing is, especially this is the key thing, especially before the Benfica game. What Barca don't want is to lose that Benfica game. And now you're now under pressure when you now face Benfica at Camp Nou in the second round. And also, remember, you're not going to go to Russia to play. Ukraine to now face Dynamo Kiev. So I think that the ideal scenario is before 29th Wednesday, you get a new manager up in that piece. If someone said
manager to play, someone
said that Wenger, that's well, man. Look, guys, look, man, we will see what happens. We'll be monitoring but all I'm saying, man, is that this is why Messi left. Because you know, people say like Messi wasn't crying in that press conference. Those are tears of joy. Those are tears of joy. It was like, oh my gosh, I'm leaving. This is
oh my god,
fair.
finally, thank God, bro. Thank my mom, I'll take my family, bro. I'm leaving. I'm going. I'm free.
Very happy yesterday.
To be fair, our new number 10 actually scored against Real Madrid in the past 3 years. So put some respect on Ansu Fati.
Yeah, Ansu Fati, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Wow. That's deep. No, Zeman, that was messed up. Zeman,
you gotta protect your club, man.
Wait, talk to me. What's up?
Based on what Messi's been able to carry, even just this last year, this needs to add some weight to the Ballon d'Or. Like what Messi got away with at Barcelona, or what he was doing for Barcelona, I think it just adds more. You remove Lewandowski from Bayern Munich, they almost beat PSG with freaking Choupo-Moting. Like, come on.
Oh, no. Look. I mean, you see, that's an interesting way of viewing it because I've always felt that give Lewandowski his credit because the guy is freaking goal scoring nation. But I've always felt that Lewandowski isn't crucial. He's important, but not crucial to Bayern. Messi is Barca's like like the hat inside your chest, like
itself.
Yeah, like basically if you remove the hat, you can't like move, like you're like finished. So he's like that thing called the hat. That's basic beats all the time. That's what he is. So without the hat, you can't do anything. So my thing is that because basically if you're Messi, what are you thinking now? because you're like,
Thank God.
Thank God.
thank God, but you're also like, oh damn it. Because let's keep it real. He's still
Dodge
like,
the
that's
bullet.
all that he's known. That the club is all that is known. But at one point he's like, that stuff is pretty wild, man. That stuff is pretty wild.
Yeah.
So okay, but actually no, Abdul, it's a quick question I want to ask you though. In your opinion, who would you take as manager, Abdul? Like, and give me a right proposal. Who would you take as manager and why?
You know, it's kind of sad.
What?
Abdul also got played like YSK, bro.
Shit, that was-
You guys are hitless, man. I'm never answering, bro. Final questions.